When is anger an acceptable response? Hi, I'm Stevie Ray, an improv professional for over 40 years and a martial artist for nearly 50, and I use both disciplines to help people own their space, especially in challenging situations. So what happens when things get pushed a little bit too far? In order to handle difficult situations, we have to understand our emotions. Every emotion has a different source. For instance, disappointment and frustration, although they both feel unpleasant, come from two different sources. Disappointment is not getting something we expected, whereas frustration is not being able to achieve something that we really want. Anger has a very specific source. It occurs when somebody disrespects either ourselves or something we value greatly. When somebody steps over the line, that's when anger rears its head, and it's not always a bad thing. Now, in the martial arts, we're taught to control our emotions, seek a peaceful response. In improv, we're taught the phrase, yes and, which means accept what's given to you and offer what your position is. So yes and is both people working cooperatively. The martial arts and improv both teach cooperation. But what if the other person isn't being cooperative? Well, that's fine. That's called negotiation. But when they step over the line and they disrespect you or something you value, that's when you have to not just own your space, you have to defend your space. Now, anger can be expressed in many ways. Sometimes a firm tone, and sometimes a warning, but either way, it involves making it clear, no, you've gone too far. It might involve you removing yourself from the situation, whatever is appropriate at that time. But you will not be respected by anyone until you demand respect. In martial arts, we teach bullies seek a victim, not a challenge. Even Gandhi, the greatest pacifist in history, was asked, between violence and peace, when would you choose violence? And he said, if harm was going to come to others, I think I would have to choose violence, even though peace is more preferred. So, knowing your boundaries, knowing what's important to you, and being able to defend those boundaries gives you the ability to own your space. So, know what's valuable to you, know what your boundaries are, because sometimes owning your space means defending your space.